Hi, I'm Krystle. I've loved dolls since I was a child, and I never outgrew it. So, when I discovered Reborn dolls, my collection started to grow. There's Haley, Landon, Avery, Chloe, Shiloh, Grace, Jamie, Jeremy, Maya, Yuki, Savannah, and Ava. Along with collecting, I've been a Reborn artist since 2008. It isn't easy keeping up with my collection, but it sure is a lot of fun. Hey guys, I am here to change Grace into a new outfit. So I'm going to try another outfit on her that she has yet to wear. She seems to have a lot of those. So I'm going to use this cloth diaper today. It says Diva in Training on the back, and it is handmade by Dixon Designs, which is Susan's stuff. As you know, Susan made Yuki. She's going to be making my Harlow in the fall. Actually, I think she said she'll be starting him in September. And she also made those beautiful dresses, like summer romper dresses, that I ran to her booth to get on opening day of the show. So this is pretty cool. And then this is another outfit that her Auntie Linda sent her. And so I got thinking about it, and yes, I think this was a gift from Linda. I had purchased 2 Gymboree outfits from her. And along with it, she sent me this beautiful next outfit as a surprise. And she also sent me this Chaps outfit. It's short sleeves, and it has these adorable little pink shorts with ruffles. Now, it's size 18 months, so it might be a little bit large because, well, generally in like one-piece type outfits, she will take 12 to 18 months. But if I'm doing a shirt, I generally go 9 to 12 months. And then for pants, I always do 18 months because she has very long, chunky legs. So we'll see how this fits. But I have sometimes used a large pin to pin the back of the shirt so that the collar isn't too loose and shows off all the cloth body. But anyways, as I'm changing her, I wanted to talk about a subject, another subject that kind of came to my mind while I was at the doll show, and I thought that it would be interesting to share with you guys. So basically the subject is, will I ever get a silicone baby, or do I ever want to own a silicone baby? And you know, this is a question that I have toyed with so many times over the last few years. I mean, I've seen some beautiful silicone babies online, like on Dolphin or in videos or what have you, and as well as in person at doll shows. But, you know, do I really want one? So I've been on the fence about it for some time, but I think I've probably come to the conclusion that I don't think I will ever own a silicone doll. You know, in a perfect world, if I won the lottery, maybe I would consider it because of the price of them. But it's not just the price that deters me. I mean, the price is probably the #1 factor as to why I wouldn't get one. I mean, it is a lot of money, and to come up with in a short time frame, because really, you know, like most of them only have like a year layaway at the most. And that just would not work for me. I would not be able to come up with $4,000+ in a year. So yeah, I don't know why I'm brushing her hair now, because she's just gonna have a shirt go over her head. But anyways, basically what I'm getting at is it's not just the price, but the price is a big deciding factor, because I just don't feel like I can justify spending that on one doll. And I'll tell you the reasons that I've come to that conclusion. So over the last 3 years, I've gone to 3 doll shows. The first one I went to was with my mom. And it was the Down East Doll Show in North Carolina. We had a blast. We had a wonderful time. And we both fell in love with Olivia Stone silicone dolls at that time. And I still like her dolls, but I don't love them like I did at that time, because I've seen other silicones since then that I'm more in love with. So basically, you know, I love Romy Stridham babies. I mean, gorgeous. But to me, it's now gotten to the point that her babies are not for the average collector. They are for basically rich people, because her babies are like 10 grand and up. I mean, that Smiley baby that was at the show that I showed you guys on video, that had the tongue and the gums and all that, that baby sold on eBay for $20,000. And there is just no way that the average person can spend that. So hers are just an absolute dream. I mean, that's just something I can just dream about. And it was wonderful to be able to see her work in person and actually hold one of her pieces. And I'm quite content with that. I really don't feel the need to own one of hers. I can just admire it, and it's just a dream. But, oh, these shorts fit Grace perfectly. But, I would say the silicones that I fell in love with was Susan's Sandy Faber Roxy, which I found out that edition of Sandy Faber's, I think it's Sandy Faber, or is it Michelle Fagan? I can't remember, guys. I think it's Sandy Faber that did the Roxy, that adorable smiley baby that I fell in love with. Something happened with the mold. It got damaged, and so she could not complete the edition. So she's in the process of trying to sculpt another Roxy that will be as close to the original as possible, and stuff like that. But that baby I absolutely loved. The vinyl was gorgeous. The paint job was gorgeous. Her smiley face was incredible. I absolutely loved that baby. That would be one that I would consider owning if I could afford it. I just got to turn Grace around here to do up these buttons on the back. I hope you guys can still see her. And then we'll have to comb her wild hair. And then the other that I absolutely fell in love with was the Alejandro Awake by Laura Tuzio Ross. He had the most amazing silicone out of all of the silicone dolls that I saw there, in all honesty. At least in my opinion. I mean, everyone has their own taste. But to me, he was just smooth, like real baby skin. I mean, he felt real. He, you know, the way he curled up in my arms when I was holding him, and his flexibility and his little side glancing eyes and his skin tone, everything about him I fell in love with. And you know, if I had have had the money, like if I had have had $4,000 to bid on him, I may have, you know, if I could afford it, if I had that income. But I know that, you know, even if I did have it at this point, it just wouldn't be honestly, I just would feel horrible spending it when we could use it for other things. But I would say, okay, here she is. I'm going to bring her into focus for you guys. Actually, this shirt fits her pretty good. It's actually like the perfect fit for her. I just have to comb her bangs. And we'll wrap this up, this little discussion. Yeah, so basically, what has kind of like said that, you know what, I can live without a silicone, like I can take it or leave it. I really don't have the huge urge to jump on purchasing a silicone. And the reason is, for one thing, I know that you cannot have them sitting next to a vinyl Reborn. If the vinyl and the silicone touches, it will ruin the silicone. So the fact that I have so many vinyl babies means that I would have to have my silicone baby isolated. Like she would have to be in her own either car seat, bouncy seat, or cradle, whatever. And I mean, yeah, I have the I have a bassinet in our room, and actually my plan with my collection at this point is to have only one baby in the bassinet at a time, because right now I have 2 to 3 usually, but I want to have it so that when I do baby of the week, I can put them in that bassinet at night and have a place for all the other babies. So if I had a silicone, they would probably be in the bassinet all the time because I would not have anywhere else to put them that would be safe for them to not come in contact with the vinyl. So that's one thing. And then that brings me to like the issue of that they're obviously, yes, they're quite durable. I mean, they are, but they are more fragile than Reborns. And I am a very hands-on person with my collection. I like to cuddle them. I like to change them. I like to role play with them. And I feel like I would be very, very nervous to do that with a silicone doll. I would be very nervous, and I think that would take away the enjoyment of having the baby, because I think I would probably just change it and then display it, and that would be it. And to me, spending $4,000 plus to have a baby just sit there and have me feel very nervous when I'm interacting with it, I don't really think that's worth it. Also, they are very, very heavy. And I mean, part of me likes that about them because it does make them feel more realistic. And then, with the flexibility of them and all that stuff, it's definitely a more realistic feel. However, again, for someone like me who will like to sit and hold a Reborn and cuddle them while I'm watching TV at night sometimes, a heavy silicone doll I would probably not even be able to hold any longer than 5 minutes or something because of my joints. I would be in pain. I mean, I was holding a soft-bodied, like a cloth-bodied silicone doll in the lobby on my first day there at the show, that Angel prototype that I showed you guys in the video, that I absolutely loved her as well. So, I mean, a soft body silicone is definitely something I think I would probably lean toward more if I decided that route, because I feel like they're a little bit more cuddly and a little bit more durable, and I think they are a little slightly bit cheaper, but not by much. That Angel, I absolutely fell in love with, and the owner was nice enough to let me hold her for a very long time when we were all chatting in the lobby. And I held her for about, I'm going to say 10 minutes. and my arms started to hurt. But I didn't want to put her down because I was in love with this baby. But eventually it just got to the point that I was like, okay, I have to hand her back because she is so heavy, and she wasn't even full bodied. She had a cloth body. I had to hand her back. Like, it was hurting my arms and my hands. And so to me, again, that would be something that would take away from the enjoyment of having a silicone, for me anyway. Yeah, so basically what it boils down to, let's see if I can zoom in on Grace here, is just that to me, I don't think I can justify the cost when there's so many factors that come into play that would make me... Grace, look at everybody. You keep looking off into the distance. That would basically, you know, to me, take away from the enjoyment of having the silicone, and then I would really regret spending all that money on one particular baby, if that makes any sense at all. And I am not like knocking silicone dolls at all. Like I said, there has been some that I have absolutely fallen in love with, and you know, I considered the possibility of buying them, and then I'm just like, well, no, I just can't justify spending that, and I just don't know if it's the right thing for, like, if it's the right fit for my collection. I mean, perhaps, you know, like I said, if we won the lottery and we had a bigger house and I had my own doll room, you know, then maybe I would have one, and she would have her own little bassinet in the corner of the room, and, you know, I wouldn't have to worry about the vinyl babies getting in touch with her and whatnot. But, you know, all in all, I just feel like I don't have the space here to enjoy, and I have, you know, the limitations of my joints. I like to weight my dolls probably lighter than most people do, just for that reason. Yes, while at the same time I do like the feel of heavier dolls in terms of them feeling more realistic, I just know for me physically with my joints and everything, that if I am planning to have a evening of watching TV and cuddling one of my babies, then I want to be comfortable, and I don't want to have my arms and fingers and wrists in agony, and then me saying, okay, that's it, I got to put my baby away because I just can't enjoy it anymore. So, you know, like, I have to take that kind of stuff into consideration when it comes to babies in my collection and stuff. So, you know, in a perfect world, I would be healthy and I would have a bigger place and I would win the lottery. And I would have a dream silicone, which in all likeliness would have been either Roxy or Alejandro Awake, because they were just stunning. And I still think about them to this day, as well as the Precious sculpt that I got to hold and the Angel sculpt. Those two were beautiful as well, and those were soft-bodied silicones. So basically, that is where I stand on the whole subject matter, because I've actually had a couple of people ask me, you know, if I will ever get a silicone baby. And, you know, I had a couple of people that saw me hold Alejandro or, you know, one of those other babies at the show, and they saw how much I loved them, and they were like, you know, you should do it, like, you know, save up and, you know, do it. And I'm like, yeah, you know, but, you know, there's just the whole, you know, having to be so much more cautious with changing them and handling them, and the weight and the price, and I don't know, I just have kind of, you know, after seeing silicones 3 years in a row at shows in person and feeling what they feel like and everything, I feel like while they are somewhat of a dream baby for me, I just feel like right now, at least at this point in my life, it's not the fit for me. I can, you know, I can go to the doll shows and enjoy my friends' silicones, and I can enjoy the silicones at the booth for a brief moment of time. And I think that's enough for me. I think I'm content with that. And I don't know. I think, you know, for now at this point, I'm just happy with my Reborns. And, you know, silicone is, you know, like I said, like I would love to have Alejandro Awake, which he's now a sold out edition anyway, but I mean, I would love to have him, but at the same time, I think to myself how much money he would cost and how often I would probably handle him. And to me, it's a lot of money to spend on a baby that's mainly going to sit there and not be interacted with the way I like to interact with my other dolls. Because of all these factors. Weight is really probably the main one after pricing, because like I said, the weight issue is very difficult for me. So yeah, so I think for now I'm just happy with my Reborns, and I will have an announcement coming in the next few days about some new additions. But what I'm feeling right now is that probably by the end of this year, I will have a collection that I'm happy with the number of babies in that collection, and that I'll be happy with, like, they will all be dream babies and keeper babies for me. Every single one of them, I believe at that point, will be dream keeper babies, and I will be completely content and satisfied with that number and with the babies in my collection. And I am basically saying that I am done, and I have said it many times in the past, and then I got more. But I'm really at the point that I don't want any more than I have. And so it would be an issue of that if there was another dream baby that came up at some point, I would have to sell one in my collection to get that baby. And, you know, if I look over my collection and say, well, I just can't part with this baby, I can't part with this one and this one, well, then the new baby's going to have to, you know, go. I won't get it. And so that's basically where I'm at with that. I just want to make it a manageable number that I'm content with. And I think I just don't want to go above, I don't know, 10, I guess, is my cutoff number. So I think with the babies I'm selling off, I'll be at that once our new additions come. And yes, I said additions. I know I've mentioned Harlow, but there is another baby, and I will make an announcement about that soon. It's a special surprise. But anyways, I've rambled long enough, and that is my take on silicone babies. I envy anyone that has one that really can enjoy it. I think that's very awesome and special, and believe me, I've seen some beautiful silicone babies that I absolutely love. I'm not saying they're not good or anything. I'm just saying that they're not a fit for me, at least at this point in time. So if you have your silicone babies, enjoy them, love them, because you are super blessed and lucky to have them and be able to enjoy them. So anyways, guys, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed seeing Gracie get changed into her little chaps outfit. And unfortunately, this shirt is so long that you can't really see her shorts, but they're there. It's almost like a little dress, this shirt, but she looks really, really cute. I cannot wait for her makeover though, because, I mean, one minute I think her hair is okay, but then the other minute it's like, no, it's just so frizzy. And like, it's not flowy. Like, it's kind of stiff, as you can see. Whereas the human hair that I saw in the toddler at the show was just like human hair. I mean, it had movement, it flowed, the roots looked so real. So yeah, I think she will be so much better, right, Grace, when we get a makeover. Look, she's looking at everybody now. Yay! I don't know. Should we put your hair clip back in? Look, it kind of matches. Let's do it. Let's put the hair clip back in. There we go. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up if you did. And we will see you next time. Bye, everybody. Bye. Yay! Good job, Grace. All right, now we have this is one of the green monkeys with a Riley hair stuck to it.